Friday. The day of wrath dawns. Now do the children of men tremble.
Again, literally not what that says. My guy.
Are you awake? I'd rather not. It would be rude of me. Come to the command room once you're dressed. Chief Yamato called a meeting.
Both of those options were the exact same thing. What was the point in that?
Good morning. Did you sleep all right?
Really, dude? Damn, you've got nerves like steel. I couldn't stop thinking about what Miyako-chan said yesterday. I didn't get a wink of sleep.
We're all here. Now that you've all had a chance to sleep on it, have we made up our mind? Yes. It is time to decide our course of action.
We're gonna tell it to fuck off?
Well, I've been giving it a lot of thought, and
Gonna tell it to fuck off?
even if it will save the world, I just don't know about giving up our lives, you know?
Then, should we refuse? We have no guarantees that Miyako Hotsuin is telling us the truth. And besides, we can't be sure that her plan is really the only way to save the world.
You're right. But do we have another plan? Wait. We shouldn't do as Miss Miyako asks just because we don't have another option prepared. There has to be a better way.
Huh. Looks like we're getting a call from Chief Miyako.
Good morning. I have given you a night to consider my proposal. Have you come to a decision?
What are we gonna do? You're not gonna tell her we'll sacrifice ourselves, are you? We fought the administrators, gone through so much. We can't just give up now.
I think we should consider how much we truly trust this woman. We've overcome very difficult odds up to this point. Are we sure we won't be able to overcome the scenario she's trying to convince us of? The answer should be clear to us all.
Now, tell me your answer. So that is your answer.
I don't know what she was expecting, honestly. Like, hey, by the way, I know you don't like me, and I know you don't trust me, and I won't tell you anything, but you need to kill yourself. What?
Yeah, we can find a way where no one has to die.
Where no one has to die. If only there truly was such a path. We will find a way, no matter what. And that includes you too, Miss Miyako. We'll find a solution where no one has to be sacrificed. You're all so strange. After all I've done, you're still worried about my well-being. Yet I must say this. There is no solution. The world cannot be saved without sacrifice. You give in way too easily. There's always another answer. If so, then what other way is there? Of course. And my plan is the only way we can accomplish that.
I know about that.
That's not true. We'll find another way to activate it. No one has to die.
If we can make it work, we can stop the void, and the damaged world will be healed. We did the same thing when we fought Polaris.
That may be true. But what means do you have of activating the astrolabe?
The power of friendship.
It's completely shut down. All functions are inaccessible.
Friendship.
It will only reactivate when a true administrator sits upon the heavenly throne.
I feel like you're ignoring the friendship part, madam.
Which is why there is no other option. Only my plan will work. Even if you were to somehow reactivate the astrolabe, another problem yet remains.
And what's that?
The administrators. Arcturus and Polaris aren't the only ones in existence.
Why are there so many?
Uri, Alferk, Alderamin. There are a multitude of stars with the potential. Unless a true administrator is created, the others will continue to lay siege to mankind.
I say let them come. Who cares how many show up? We'll bash in their creepy faces every time.
That would be an eternal struggle. Moreover, do you expect you would be victorious every time? You wouldn't be the only ones to suffer. Civilians too would be caught in harm's way. Do you wish for all humanity to be caught up in this conflict? This never-ending battle? That's... I will ask once more. Please cooperate with me. Concede to my plan. So that is your answer.
He's right. We will find a way where everybody can live.
Yeah, Miyako, you may have already given up, but I promise we will find a better way. We just have to keep thinking, keep searching.
I see. Negotiations have broken down. I suppose I have no choice but to force you to comply with my plan.
Good luck with that.
What? Damn. I guess we really are Miyako-chan's enemies now. And we won't. But Miyako-chan still controls the Dragon Stream. That's her real power. Last time, she managed to trap us with that power, and we couldn't do a thing about it.
Then we need to find a way of countering her use of the Dragon Stream. My power with it is weaker than before. But with the right ritual, I should become a match for her.
A ritual? What do you mean?
We need to go to Mount Fuji. I've been looking into it, and the facility which controls the Dragon Stream is in the mouth of the mountain in this world as well. If I perform the ritual there, I'll fully regain my power over the Dragon Stream.
Roger that. I'll start hacking the GIF's database and see if I can find the terminal code for Mount Fuji.
I remember the fight there being very annoying.
Counting on you, Connor. How long will it take?
Like, genuinely annoying.
They've likely increased their security over there. It may take a while.
In that case, get to work. We'll depart from Mount Fuji as soon as you have obtained the code. Everyone else, make the necessary preparations for the coming battle. And let's continue searching for a way to save the world. Dismissed.
Yeah, alright, who can we hang out with? We could probably hang out with Yamato. Because, you know, gang.
Oh hey, great timing. I wanted to ask Yamato more about this whole administrative authority thing that came up yesterday. Want to tag along?
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Hey, good idea. You are Yamato's favorite after all.
This is true.
I'm sure if you were there, he'll open up a lot more.
I'm everyone's favorite.
Alright, well, let's get a move on.
Yes? What is it?
Miyako mentioned it too, but we don't really have a feasible plan to save the world right now. The only way we can stop the void and heal the damage done to the world is by regressing it. Of course, even if we do that, another administrator will just show up and try to destroy humanity again. But we're not going to get anywhere at all unless we regress the world. And the only way to do that, it seems, is by using the astrolabe.
Yeah. And me and Hina were thinking, using that thing has something to do with that administrative authority, right? It came up when you were talking to Miyako.
That's right. The point is, we're not really too clear on what it is. It's because we possess this authority thing. That's why Miyako wants us to sacrifice ourselves to reactivate the astrolabe, right?
Correct. Administrative authority is required to use the astrolabe. It is something held by all rightful administrators. We hold the authority within us all, which is why Miyako's plan requires all 13 of us. Combined, we could pass that along to Alcor, so he could reactivate the astrolabe. A true administrator requires not just the swords, but the authority as well. Anything else? No, not at the present time. When we defeated Polaris, Alcor was supposed to have taken on her authority. But instead, he divided it among each of us.
For why?
Therefore, Alcor does not hold administrative authority. It is divided among the 13 of us. It would be complicated if he held onto the authority himself. Since he is a sword, he is bound by the laws of the administrators. He would have to transfer his authority if another administrator appeared. The moment Arcturus arrived, Alcor would have had to surrender his authority. That would have left Arcturus free to use the astrolabe. Humanity would have been erased easily.
Why?
But Arcturus didn't possess administrative authority, so he couldn't use it. Unlike administrators and swords, we humans are not part of the control system of the Akashic Record. That is why Arcturus did not automatically obtain administrative authority. Alcor did this as a safeguard against Uri, who was supposed to be the next administrator. We would be in a much more dire situation if it weren't for Alcor's foresight.
So that's what happened. But if Psyduke is the one who gave us his authority, why can't we just give it back to him instead of having to sacrifice ourselves?
In order to return the administrative authority, we require the use of the astrolabe. In fact, Alcor used the astrolabe to grant it to us the first time.
Oh, I see. Since we can't use the astrolabe right now, we can't return the authority to Alcor in a normal way, which is why we'd have to sacrifice ourselves for Miyako's plan.
Could we not have done that while we were in the astrolabe?
Correct.
That must be why she was so willing to offer her help in bringing all of us together again.
Again, couldn't we have just done that while we were in the astrolabe?
Judging from what you've told me of her, that was most likely her purpose. She may have been spreading Nicaea to increase the odds of you regaining your memories, thus making it easier to discover us.
So that's what happened. We have
So
the
she a
administrative
bitch.
authority now.
So she a bitch is what you saying. There was not a cut there, don't worry about it.
Does that mean if the astrolabe were still operational, we could have done almost anything?
No, because, like, Yamato couldn't do everything while he was there, so...
Correct. Even I was only able to use it to restore data.
So, how do we make full use of the astrolabe? I mean, we gotta use it at some point to fix the world, right?
There are 3 requirements. First, we require the administrative authority in full, which means all 13 of us must be together. Second, we need a non-human to control the astrolabe, such as Alcor.
Oh, okay, so that's why we can...
Finally, we we need to reactivate it. Once we've done all these things, we can make full use of the astrolabe.
So we need to find solutions for 2 and 3, huh? Psyduck's been captured by Miyako, and we don't know how to reactivate the astrolabe.
That is correct. And in order to take back Alcor, we have no choice but to fight Miyako Hotsui. She may also know more about why the astrolabe has shut down.
Basically, to get Psyduck back, we have no choice but to challenge Miyako. Then we'll need to find out what else she knows about the astrolabe. That's all, right?
Precisely. But I need to recover my command over the Dragon Stream to stand a chance against her. Once Kano finds the code, we'll head to Mount Fuji. Begin making your preparations.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll go tell everyone else about the administrative authority, just so they're aware too. It may help us come up with a way to save the world.
Guess we'll head back then.
Hold. I must speak with you about the astrolabe. It's in our best interest if you know what functions it is capable of. It may grant us more options in the future. I understand. It's a lot to take in at once, and you need time to organize all your thoughts. If you are still interested in hearing what I have to say, come speak with me later on.
I guess I'm speaking to him now.
Hey, it's me, Fumi. I found the code to get us to Mount Fuji, so we're going to head out real soon. The chief wants us to meet up at the Public Science Museum's planetarium. Oh, well, like I told Chief Yamato, a bunch of GIPS agents just arrived here using the special train. He decided it would be safer to meet at the planetarium instead. Well, I already called everyone else, so don't be late.
Alright, cool. But can I talk to Yamato again then?
I've been waiting for you. I want to explain to you the specific possibilities of the astrolabe.
Go on.
You are our leader, the one who carries the world's fate upon his shoulders. It is up to you to understand the astrolabe's power and build the best future for humanity. In order to do so, I wish to help as much as I can. Well then, I will now answer any questions you have about the astrolabe. If someone were to tap its full potential, the possibilities would be nearly infinite. It does not exist just for regression. It can modify the world, or even forge a new one. I'll give you a quick summary of the details. First, world regression, which is the act of returning the world to a past state. You can use the data on the past, stored in the Akashic record, to overwrite the current world. You're familiar with this, I presume, as it's what we had Alcor do after we defeated Polaris. Second, world modification. The astrolabe can rewrite the psyche of all life in the world and alter the social conscience.
What? Oh yeah, that's the oligarch? Was it oligarchy? Was it the oligarchy what he wanted?
When I proposed to change the previous world into a meritocracy.
Meritocracy, that was it. Not oligarchy sounds entirely different.
Finally, world creation. A far more sweeping change. This is what Alcor planned on doing after slaying Polaris. Choosing this option will create an entirely new and separate world. A new world, with no memory of the past, no history. A purely primeval world. In other words, humans will start over, from the very beginning of mankind's history.
Yeah, I've seen that ending. I've heard someone argue that's technically the best ending because it resets mankind's potential to 0. I deeply disagree. I deeply disagree.
It is true that a world with no history or civilization would be difficult to survive in. However, it does have its merits. Alcor said that a new world would be free of the Akashic Record's influence. There would be no administrator ruling over it. No Arcturus or Polaris. No invasions or attacks. Miyako said that without a rightful administrator, other administrators will continue to attack mankind. Yet, in a brand new world, there will be no such danger. Precisely. The world will not always work conveniently in our favor. Even if we are able to rid the world of the administrators, surviving in a primeval world will be extremely difficult. And that is why I did not allow Alcor the option of world creation. In order to restore the damage inflicted by the invaders and the Void, world regression would be the best option. But whichever route you choose for us, the astrolabe must be used correctly. And for that, you will need to fully understand the nature of the administrative authority as well. We can discuss this another time, though. You have much to consider already.
Can I discuss it now?
To talk.
Can we discuss it now? We can discuss it now. Let's go!
Good, you're here. We should continue where we left off last time, yes? Let's discuss the administrative authority. It is a concept you will need to understand, so if you have questions, please ask. You're curious what would happen to the authority if we die, is that correct? If Arcturus had managed to kill all of us, myself included, then it would have absorbed the full administrative authority. However, now that Arcturus has been defeated, if we were all to fall somehow...
Oh, that's why you could regress. One, because you had Alcor in the previous world, but also because all of us died. All the authority went to you, and then you and Alcor went to the... Okay.
The authority would pass to the next administrator in line, Uri. I presume this is why Miyako wanted to keep us alive. If we fell in combat, the authority would skip Alcor entirely and transfer to Uri instead. Her plans to make Alcor a true administrator would never come to fruition. In fact, if we die, the administrative authority would be lost to mankind forever. True. Any number of things can claim a human life. If one of us were to fall, however, all hope would not be lost per se. If we could use the astrolabe, it would be possible to collect the administrative authority from our allies before their death. As long as there was a way to collect it, Alcor could transfer that authority to another he deemed worthy. Of course, with the astrolabe shut down, we have no way of recovering or transferring authority. So it is imperative none of us take a mortal wound in battle. If everything had gone to plan, Alcor would have continued passing down the authority from one human to the next. That was his plan, at least. He had hoped to see the true extent of human potential. I didn't pick up on this until Alcor transferred administrative authority to us, but it appears the authority grants another power to those who wield it. The power to read the human psyche and influence the world with it.
What do you mean by that?
Since we have the administrative authority, our will is being reflected upon this world. It's slight, but it's there. The world is slowly changing to match our wishes. Those changes to the world and our influence upon it is what Alcor meant when speaking of human potential. I tell you that the weight of the world rests squarely on your shoulders. You aren't intimidated in the slightest. We can steer the world down a path of good or evil. We can cause it to flourish or fall. Knowing the nature of the administrative authority will surely be of use to you. World creation, world regression, or perhaps another path entirely. If you and I think this through, together, we can discover the best possible path for humanity. That is all I have to say for now, but I hope I've given you something to think about.
We're still like rank 1 with this guy somehow.
Ah, it's you.
I should have got some points out of that. Like, come on.
You needn't worry about me. By the way, what do you think of this world? Ha! You haven't changed at all. Even a world as twisted as this seems fun to you. This world is still a far cry above the second. However, if it wasn't like this, it would mean my time in the Akasha Stratum was for naught. No need. You ought to thank Alcor instead. Without him, we would never have been able to regress past that world. It was a terrible place. Nothing but death and despair. But what is he doing? It isn't like Alcor to get himself captured. Why? Should I be? The simple fact is, we have need of his powers. It would cause trouble if he were to keep sleeping. That's all there is to it. You're right. We'll rescue Alcor as soon as matters are settled. You and I together. We won't lose this time.
Okay, there we go. Jesus. Only now rank 2. God damn.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Ronaldo.
Don't apologize. You fought valiantly. Rest now. All you have to do is focus on getting better.
Ronaldo, it's getting bad out there. Who knows what they're gonna throw at us next time? There's more and more demons every day. We're barely holding out as it is. We don't have enough tamers to hold them back. Here, let me take it.
Damn! Oh, it's you. I didn't know you were there. We just had to fight off a horde of demons. We're losing tamers left and right. Our numbers are dwindling. If this keeps up, we won't be able to hold them back much longer. Impossible. You know as well as I do that they're useless against demons. If we can get the civilian tamers and gyps to work together, we might stand a chance. No, wait! That's it! We should go to gyps.
Why did you not beforehand?
We all want to protect people. It shouldn't matter if we're friend or foe. But would they agree to help if I asked them? You got a point. I have to try. I am Ronaldo Kuriki, and I have devoted myself to justice, and that justice will win them over.
Yeah, alright, sure, buddy.
I'll do my best to protect peace and defend the weak. Thank you. You have cleared away my doubt. I'll talk to the gyps agents immediately. This must be my battle from here on. You're as big a fool as I am. Let's go. Please, I beg of you.
Why come to gyps with this?
We can't defend everybody on our own. Lend us your strength.
What did you say?
Lend us your strength. If all our tamers, gyps, and civilians work together, we'd be able to protect even more people. 1 + 1 isn't 2. It's infinite.
I don't agree with that, but okay.
So please, I beg of you.
Please, lift your head.
Well?
We're all human. We don't wish to abandon innocence to the demons. Ronaldo Kuriki, we will do the best we can. However, we can't make any official promises. We still have our own duties to attend to. I'm sure we both have important tasks to return to. We'll take our leave now.
Sorry to make you do something so degrading. It was the only way to get them to work with us. Thanks. That makes me feel a lot better. I'd like to believe our words got through to them. I'm going to stop by the shelter on the way back. I'll see you later.
Rank 4. Wait a minute. Well, apart from Yamato, where are we with ranking people? Where are we right now with ranks? Four, 3, 3, 1 obviously, 1 obviously, 3, 3, 4, 2, 3. Ah, we're making progress. Alright then.